I'm trying something new this time.
I need everybody to understand right here that this fucking guy, he picked the Oilers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who the Oilers are playing? Let me see that shirt one more time.
We're trying something new. I need my chance to explain myself here.
Guys jumping around like a Miami whore.
Wore an Oilers sweatshirt. First episode. They lost. Crazy game now. And wild game. But they lost. We're trying the Kings logo. Flip the Magic. Tying the series. That's the train of thought here. Do we like it?
You don't want to hear the train of thought of a psychopath. That's how you become a psychopath.
Oh, no.
But we're back with episode 2 of Puck Talk. As always, I'm your host, Jordan. With me, co-host Joe. Joe, it's been a great first couple days of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's been sweet. So fun. Kings Oilers, but best game so far, too. I was expecting more.
You know what the funniest thing is? The thing about hockey playoffs is like a lot of these series are 2-0, and it doesn't fucking matter at all. It doesn't. If you have a 2-0 lead in basketball, you'd be lucky to make it to game 6.
Yeah, it's basically a wash.
It's a wash. But in 2-0, if you're up in hockey, it's like it's 0-0 still. It doesn't fucking matter.
The overtime games are huge too. There's always a couple overtime games. Winning those is those are always the key games.
Winning those, the players just feel like they've accomplished everything they can in life. They don't even care about the Stanley Cup.
Probably in the later rounds, the triple OT game. There's always a triple OT game. That's
yeah.
And that one's nuts.
The Panthers 2 years ago went to, I think it was either 4 or 5. It was the longest game of my entire life. I think the game ended at 3:45.
There's always in the morning. Damn, someone's watching all that and then losing.
But as I just said, Puck Talk presented by Playbook Sports in collaboration with our friends over at BetAlytics. Joe, do you have something to read for us?
Yes, I do. BetAlytics is powerful sports betting software and research assistant tools empowering bettors to make more accurate selections. AI machine learning algorithms quickly identify the hottest trends and biggest edges. Accurate game simulations, player prop projections, betting line evaluations, best bet recommendations. Find market vulnerabilities, seek out high probability winners with the best value. Never make an uninformed bet again. Win more bets, build better parlays, and outprice the books. Use code PLAYBOOK at checkout for 25% off your purchase and get your money up. Gotta
we go whisper. That's cool too.
Let's go.
Our other sponsor is the daily fantasy sports app Better. This thing is taking over the world. Yes, it is ran by Jake Paul. If you sign up and you use promo code Playbook in all caps, you will receive up to a $77 deposit match. They are riding this Luka Doncic wave in the LA basketball world. Kind of meat riding. I would have picked Bam Adebayo. I'm stubborn. Who knows?
Something.
You can win loads of money. You could win 200,000. You could win 1,000. You could win $10. Or if you're like my roommate, you can win $100 every 2 days because for some reason he's the luckiest man in the world.
You can't be lucky if you don't play.
That's
just factual.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into this. What we did today, like I said on the first episode, every episode is going to be different. There is no concrete competition. There's no concrete rules. It's not going to be the same thing every episode. Today we are doing Wednesday and Thursday slate. We will pick money lines for every game. I will get them all right. Joe will get 3 of them wrong. Each of us have picked 2 player props from both days. So you have 2 today, 2 tomorrow. And then with the help of our friends over at BetAlytics, Joe and I will give you, every week, we will give you guys a collaboration parlay. 4 legs every week. You do not have to put as much money as we did. Joe kind of pussied me into it. I had to do it. He was calling me soft. He was calling me broke. I was not having it. So let's get into it. Joe, explain to us your money line picks for today and for tomorrow.
Yes. Speaking of an overtime game, this game 1 went to overtime, and I think Obi scored the first goal and the last goal in this first game. Classic Obi.
His first ever overtime playoff game winner.
Yeah, that's nuts considering I guess he has missed a couple of them. But Yeah, game 2, I'm expecting this series to go at least 5 or 6, maybe even 7, but I think the Canadians will punch back in this one. And their defenseman Houston, Lane Houston, that's the guy over there. He's pretty good. And no, not Dylan. I just think the Canadians bound to tie the series, take it back home into Canada, and then hopefully, like you said, games 3 and 4 really matter in these series, and who knows what will happen. And then Avalanche Stars, the Stars miss Robertson so bad, dude, so bad. McKinnon dominating. I think he had 6 shots on goal last game, and he's leading all of the playoffs in goals too. I don't know how none of us picked him to do that, so might fold on that. But yeah, he's game to play, and I think this series is going to be over a little bit quicker. And then, of course, got to go with the Oilers here. They're due to tie the series. Kings came out to play, went up 4-0. End of the second period, that game was 4-1. I thought it was over, going to bed, and then the Oilers put up 4 goals, tie the game, and then, of course, just fold in the last minute, man. So they're used to this.
I'm also now seeing that I put Stars versus Oilers, and it's Kings versus Oilers.
Yeah, I tried to go right through it. Hey,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Oilers are going to tie the series. The series is going to be crazy, man. But I'm expecting the Oilers to get at least one in LA within the first 2 here. So, and then Thursday, same thing here. Lightning lost at home, pretty embarrassing fashion. Tkachuk came back in his first game, put a stamp on it right away. And that was not like the Lightning at home. I guess it's not really a home or away game for these teams. Sorry, she was doing nuts right now. And then
tell Kilo to stop it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her go too. She doesn't. This game's gonna go. They're gonna be trading home and away game, so I'm taking the Lightning to bounce back. It's hard to beat a team twice, two times in a row, especially when they're evenly matched. And then, unless you're the Senators, I just think the Senators aren't going to compete with the Leafs. Not too much longer. We got to get Brady Tkachuk out of there. ASAP.
Send him to Florida.
First playoff series. It's been too long. I don't think he can overpower them. They really needed that overtime game, dude. And Max Domi just put a nail in the coffin there. I think that was a little bit of a heavy game for them. So, and then the Wild. They're a sleepy team, dude. I think it's Brody and Kaprizov. Since they just won this last game, they're 27-2 when they're both healthy and on the ice, fully healthy and on the ice.
Damn,
that's pretty insane. Did you watch any of that game? He threw like a medium range saucer pass, like up and over a stick. It was like a chip shot. It looked like a golf shot right to the stick and sprung someone for a breakaway. Dude, it was insane. First goal of the game. Really just insane watching those two play. And then the Jets and the Blues, same thing. I don't think the Blues are going to be around for a while. Said that from the beginning, and I think the Jets are going to go 3-0 on these guys. Maybe the Blues will win Game 5, but I'm thinking the Jets go up 3-0 here.
So now, before I get into mine, I want to address, yes, my Wi-Fi is butt booty terrible. Bear with me. It will be better. I promise. Just bear with me. I don't know why it's bad for me. My roommate plays video games all day, and he has no complaints. It's like they're coming for me.
Get that Ethernet, boy.
For real.
Oh, we picked the same 3. Let's go.
So tonight, I got the same things as you. The Habs, they're not there by accident. They play best off. They got a good team. They're coming. They're going to make some noise. I think they personally should have won Game 1. They were just a grade 8 away from it. Stars Avalanche. I think, where's the game? It's in Dallas today?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to trade games. It's going to go 1-1, 1-1, 1-1 until the end. Stars Oilers, same thing. Or Kings Oilers, same thing. That's become a little rivalry.
Yeah, dude.
You got to think teams like that, they're going to trade off. I'm also about to contradict myself because I said, rivalries, they trade off. Well, Panthers versus Lightning, we're going up 2-0 on these fucking pussies, and I need everybody to understand that. Anthony Cirelli's hurt. Chernak is hurt. Vasilevsky is horrified now. He's like, what? You're telling me Matthew Tkachuk is back? Nate Schmidt was on Hattie Watch on this motherfucker. We are in his ass. Oh my God. We are so there. It's disgusting. We're not going to sweep him unless. Oh, I can't believe that game yesterday. Maple Leaf Senators. I'm going to rock with the Senators.
No.
And let me tell you why. I'm rocking with them. First of all, you got a Tkachuk. Love me a Tkachuk. Soon to be Florida Panther, Brady Tkachuk. They should have won that game yesterday. The reason they lost that game was inexperience. Nobody there has been in the playoffs in a long time besides Claude Giroux and I think maybe 2 other players. Young team. You do not use your stick to try. You don't stick your stick out. You put that big ass motherfucking body full of pads and you get in front of the puck. This is playoff hockey. This isn't child's play. We're not in the sandbox. We're in the motherfucking gun store.
You gotta block shots. The Leafs were blocking shots though.
Exactly. But the Senators on the play where Doomy won the game, guy just stuck his stick out in front of him instead of running and trying to block the shot. So that's on that guy. Inexperience is what we'll blame it on, but I'm taking the Senators. They're home. They know what they got to do now. Golden Knights, after a brutal ass whooping in the last game, there's no way Jack Eichel's losing 2 in a row. So I'm sticking with Golden Knights. Jets, Blues, waste of a series. Blues are getting fucking swept out of here. It's disgusting. Everybody bring out the brooms.
Unfortunately.
My dad just called me this time in a month.
Kyle Connor's got 2 game-winning goals. I said the last one was close. Kyle Connor's got 2 game-winning goals, but I think it's just the Jets are just meaner, bigger and meaner.
Hey, our first-round goal scorers, you're up 2-1 so far.
I can't believe I didn't pick McKinnon.
Well, Brady's scoring tonight or tomorrow, so.
Yeah, one of us needs to get a twofer.
All right. So let's explain. Hit me with your props. So 2 from tonight, 2 from tomorrow.
Yes. So McKinnon to get over 3.5 shots here, minus 165. He's averaging right about 3.2. I think last time he had 6, but yeah, they're looking for him the offense to go through him. Every time he gets a look at the net, he's letting that thing fly, and I think 4 is a good number to take here for him. And leading the playoffs in goals too. So definitely got the hot hand. So you know what they say. And then Nugent Hopkins here to get at least 1 point, plus 126. He plays on the power play, and they're getting Evander Kane back for game 2. That's just another spot up guy that he can look for and shoot. That'll help him with feeding Draisaitl and McDavid on that line. Keep the other power play more. Not healthy, I was going to say, winded, I guess. And then Kaprizov, 2+ points. I haven't watched this guy play much. I've watched maybe about 3 games of him playing. It's insane, dude. He's been hurt for a little bit. Had him in fantasy hockey too, dude. He's insane. This is one of my favorite players to watch, man. And this series, I think, is a little bit of a sleeper series here too. So they're going to be trading goals. I think this is going to be a high-scoring series within these next couple of games here. Both goalies have played pretty well so far, but I think that's gonna change here the more these teams get to know each other and coach around it and matchups and things along that line. So I expect
that series is 2 teams that have just been fantastic all year, but nobody has talked about them.
Exactly, and someone's got to lose, and I just think he's probably the best player in the series here. So
you respect Jack Eichel?
I do, but I think it's him or Kirill. And then Mitch Marner, 1 assist here. I think he's feeding Austin Matthews somewhere on a power play within this game here. He scored the first goal of the last game. Another breakaway goal. It was pretty sweet, but I think he's going to get back to where he's usually doing, feeding Matthews and setting people up on the power play here. William Nylander scored in a couple games here too. So
Nylander's their best player. Fucking Austin Matthews.
And then Kaprizov's odds were what were they?
Oh, I didn't even put odds.
So good. I'll call him out here. -1. No, minus plus 120.
Okay.
Plus 120. That was a big ass text.
I'm rocking with Mr. Mikko Rantanen over 1.5 shots on goal. I think this was a -130 on my book. Home game. First playoff game as a star against his former team. You think he wants to lose this game? He's gonna fucking launch this thing at the net. He's coming for Georgiev or whoever they got in goal now. I don't even.
Goalie names are tough.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. This next one. Oh, by the way, Mikko Rantanen over 1.5 shots on goal. A 4.5 star bet on BetAlytics. Then we're gonna rock with Cole Caulfield for the Canadians to get 1 point today. That's a 5-star bet. Like I said, the Habs are winning the night. They know what they got to do. They're not here by accident. They should have won the last game. They ain't getting great aided tonight. Unless Dylan Strom gets an
The
assist.
Blues might be here by accident.
No. Oh, yeah, definitely. Should have been Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Next. Top 3 defensive defensemen in the NHL. Gustav Forsling for my Florida Panthers. Over 1.5 shots on goal. If you bet hockey during the regular season, if you see Gustav Forsling's line at 1.5, you put any amount of money, it's a fucking lock. Any amount of money. Every single time I win a Panther parlay, it's because and that's the first thing to hit. This guy, the thing with the Panthers defenseman is they launch this thing. They don't give a fuck who's there. They just keep throwing it. He may average 10 shot attempts a game. Do they all get on goal? Clearly, if I always win.
Maybe.
But that's how you beat Vasilevsky. That's how you beat Vasilevsky. You just got to keep throwing shots at him, keep throwing shots at him, and then you got to get him with one of those crazy ones. I don't know if you watched the Panther game yesterday. Every single Panther goal was the most creative thing ever.
Yeah,
you had Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett poked one around him in midair. You have Kachuk got him around the corner. Lusto Renan pushed one out, and Nate Schmidt had a wide open net. That's the only way you score on Vasilevsky.
Yeah,
he's not going to let. Yeah, he's not going to let one go by him. And then I'm going with my dog, Brady Kachuk. I think he's going to get a goal. Could he get an assist? Probably. But it's going to be a goal. You and I are going to go into this first round goal score tied 2-2. And I'm going to win this. Because the Senators are fucking winning. Fuck Toronto. Stupid maple syrups. Fuckers.
They've been due for a while. Toronto. They might make it run.
Until they run into us. We want Florida. No, you don't. Nobody wants Florida. And that, the best part is they could chant that because no matter what, they'd be getting Florida.
That's like the worst.
And either one of us. Belt to ass.
You have to take care of the Lightning first here.
Fuck the Lightning. All right, so here's our weekly collab parlay.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 528 odds. We threw a 50 on it because, again, Joe called me a pussy.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Arturi Lenkinen over 1.5 shots, minus 160. And then I also have Alexander Barkov, probably one of the best centers in the NHL.
Yeah,
score a
dude,
point. 1 point.
Scrappy point. Yeah. And then
if you score a power play goal, it's around him. If Sam Reinhart scores a goal, it's him. If Carter Verhaeghe scores a goal, it's him. Everybody gets set up by Barkov.
What? Ovechkin's at like 809.98, almost 900. Damn.
98, yeah, after the overtime goal.
Yeah, he's almost at 900. So Backstrom fed him for a majority of those goals there in the beginning now. Dylan Strome has assumed that role. Power play, the power play feeder. So
always Dylan Strome and Tom Wilson.
He's got a look. This is minus 195. This is the weakest leg in here, but should tell you something about that power play over there in Washington. So I like him to get a point. Probably going to be an assist. if I had to pick. So and then my other one down there at the bottom is Kyle Connor to record 3 shots, -160. This is the yellow one. We got to be careful with this one here. So but he had 5 shots in the first game and then 2 in the third game. So I think they're gonna try and replicate that winning formula that they had in game 1 as opposed to game 2. Get more towards those strategies and line combinations where they put up 5 goals as opposed to 2. And Kyle Connor is usually who they're looking for to put the puck in the net here. So 3 shots, not that many, 1 per period. Get them on a power play, maybe get 2 on the power play. Wishy-washy, count it, cash it. Count it, cash it.
Now, let me back this up with BetAlytics. First leg, 5-star. Second leg, 5-star. Third leg, 5-star. And the fourth leg, 3-star. 3-star bet.
3-star for 3 shots.
If you follow us at Playbook and Send Bets on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck you want to call it, our buddy Raymond has been absolutely demolishing 3-star bets. So, tail at your own risk.
3rd round picks.
If you're going to tail, don't put 50, put 50,000.
Yep, do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, don't let me or Joe tell you what to do, even though. And that's all we have for today. I will give a little sneak peek into next episode, which will be on Friday. Joe had a fantastic idea. Great idea, bad execution. We talked it out. We turned that great idea into great execution.
That's how things get molded, though.
We will be picking 2 5-star, 2 4-star, 2 3-star, 2 2-star, and 2 1-star goal scorers for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night games. We will have them on this list, and we will draft them. Your draft, each of us will then make it into a parlay, and we will see who wins.
Mm-hmm.
If one of us wins, that's a fuck ton of money we're about to win.
Yeah, that's going to be nuts.
Just to make it a little fun.
Mm-hmm. Something different every time.
For today, that's all we have. All I have to say is Cats in 5. All Joe has to say is
Voodoo magic. Voodoo magic, baby.
All right, let's get out of here, Joe.
Peace.